Best Speedcubes of 2022. Disclaimer: these prices are taken from thecubicle.com. No older cubes or premium cubes will be included. This list only includes magnetic cubes, and special thanks to all of these people on screen, as I used their videos for my video, as I don't have all of these cubes. And special thanks to JPRM, because this format of Best Speedcubes video is highly inspired from him, as well as Emon Lu, which let me try a lot of his cubes. So yeah. On to 3x3. There are a whole bunch of 3x3s ranging from $72 down to like $1, probably from a dollar store cube. So here are the best ones. So the GAN 12 Maglev 3x3 has a very weird catching problem that I would not recommend you to buy, and the Leap is just the same but with springs. The GAN 11M Pro is probably the best or one of the best 3x3s on the market. Max Spark used it to set his former world record average. Timon used it to set his present world record average of 5.09, and Xu Ruiheng also used it to set his 5.47, I believe, world record average. The GAN Mini M Pro is the best 53mm cube, but its size is maybe too small for you. The GAN 11M Duo is not worth the price. The Speedcube S3R has a very interesting way of changing its internal pieces to modify the feel. The Volk 3M Elite is very stable. The GAN XS is has a bit of a tactile feel. The Weilong WRM 2020, or actually 2019, is a pretty good cube and it's very stable. The Zanchi M Pro has bad customization. The MSV1 has somewhat strong magnets, but it is very stable. The Worm 2020 is super duper fast, and basically no one uses it in competition anymore. The Weilong GTS 3M has ridges and is basically the Weilong WRM, but with ridges. The Dian Tenyun V2 has a very soft feel but has bad customization like the Zanchi. The Moyu Weilong WRM 2021 Maglev is just the 2021 version, but with Maglev. The Tenyun has very good slice moves and has a very soft feel. The GTS 2M and MGC Evo are not really worth it. The X-Man Tornado V2 3x3 has a very soft feel but has bad reverse corner cutting. The Volk 3M has a very crunchy feel. The MS3L and the GAN 356 Air SM has been popular in the past but is not really worth the price anymore. Same goes for the 354M version 2. And the Weilong WRM 2021 is, I think, the best cube that has customization of the springs, screws, and magnets, and it is very good, and I would definitely recommend this cube if you're looking for something that has a lot of customization at a low price. And now for the budget cubes, my main recommendation here is the RS3M 2020. This cube is widely known throughout the community to be the best budget 3x3, but some others may be better for you, such as the Zhilong Mini 3x3, but it is 15mm, which is, I think, way too small. And the Moyu RS3M 2021 is the same as the 2020, but with maglev, which I don't think is worth it because it is way too expensive at an extra $5. Now on to 2x2. The best one is definitely still the Volk 2M, reason being it is very stable, and when top-level speedcubers spam TPS, they need a very stable cube. So there are a lot of options here, but the main ones, except for the Volk 2, are the MGC Elite at $20. It has kind of a hollow feel, but it is very good. The Tenyun V2 has a very soft feel and is also very good. The 351M Leap has a catching problem, but not as bad as the GAN 12M. The Tenyun has a very soft feel and is very, very quiet. The Waypo RS is pretty good for $15. And the reason the Volk 2 is not the only one highlighted is because it's getting discontinued, so you may not be able to purchase it. Now for 2x2 budget cubes, my main recommendation here is the MS. It is pretty stable and has decently strong magnets. The YJ Yupo V2M and the MGC are also pretty good, but I would go for the MS. For 4x4, the main ones on this list are the GTS2M, which has a bigger size, the Aosu WRM, which is pretty popular amongst top solvers, and the MGC 4x4, which is also pretty popular. Then for budget options, there's the Zhilong Mini 4x4 at $12, but it is only 56 millimeters, which is the same size as most 3x3s, and the Meilong 4M. Actually, the Zhilong Mini 4x4 can be your main if you have small hands, but if you don't, I would not recommend this. And most people in the top levels of solving are using either the Aosu WRM or the MGC 4x4. Now for 5x5, the best one is either the Volk 5M, the Worm, or the MGC 5x5. The Volk 5M is pretty stable. The Ouchuang WRM has a very elastic feel, and the MGC 5x5 is a bit faster. Many people like the Volk 5, the Ouchuang WRM, or the MGC 5x5. But if you were to get your first 5x5, I would recommend the MGC as it has a cheaper price at only $22. The best budget cube, I would say, is the Meilong 5M, but it does not have as good performance as some of the other ones, as some of the top ones, I would say. Then for 6x6, the best one is either the MGC or the X-Men Shadow V2, but I would go for the MGC as it is cheaper and faster, which is better for a 6x6. And for budget, I would not recommend you buy this, but if you really want one, the Yushi V2M is pretty good. For 7x7, the X-Man Spark M or the MGC 7x7 are both fantastic cubes. Max Spark used the Spark to set both of his 7x7 world records, but I would still go for the MGC as its price is better. And if you're looking for a budget cube, I would go for the Yufu V2M. For clock, the best one is definitely the Qi clock. The Shengsho one is also good, but it is far worse than the Qi clock. But if you want to get into the event but are not going to be serious about it, the Shengsho is also somewhat okay, although the Qi is way better. For Megaminx, the two best are definitely the Diane Megaminx V2M and the YJ Yuhu V2M. And the best budget Megaminx is definitely the Yuhu. The Yuhu has a larger size than the Diane and has better ridges. But the Diane Megaminx is smaller and has a lighter turning. So yeah, choose one of those two. The Yushin Little Magic Megaminx V3 I've heard is also not too bad, but I'll need more reviews to come out before I can make a solid judgment on it. Next, for Pyraminx, the best one is definitely the Yushin Little Magic M Pyraminx, and especially the one that has Steven's mod. Timon used this to set his world record average, which is pretty impressive. And if you're going for a budget 2x2 Pyraminx, you would definitely cannot go wrong with this. Other options are also good, such as the Gan Mecha, like the Gan Pyraminx, the X-Men Bell Pyraminx V2, the Shengsho Pyraminx, but the Yushin Little Magic Pyraminx I think is the best. Then for Skewb, the best one is definitely the Gan Skewb Enhanced at $32. And for budget options, I would go for the Cycling Boys Magnetic Skewb at only $10. Finally, for Square One, the MGC Fully Magnetic Square One has revolutionized Square One as its corner cutting is pretty good and has okay magnetic alignment system. Although half of the centers are magnetic, and it does not have any edge magnets, which is pretty bad, I would say. And yeah, although I heard like most square ones, it does have a stripping problem, and the Yushin Little Magic M is the best budget pair square one, and I would definitely recommend this if you're starting out. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe, I guess. And yeah, see you guys in 2023, maybe? I don't know. Okay, bye.